Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be my review of Glitterati, which I ended up melting Glitterati for about 2 weeks just because she opened, what was it, February 20th for her custom list sign up, and I was super excited. I actually did make it onto her custom list, which I kind of was not expecting to, because I know when I tried signing up last year the list filled up so fast and I just didn't think I was going to be quick enough. But I was ready and I had set an alarm, and thank goodness I set an alarm because I got distracted and was doing something else and completely forgot. And my niece brought me my phone and said, "Hey, you have an alarm going off and it says Glitterati." I was like, "Oh my goodness, yeah, that's the custom list opening." So I kept refreshing the Facebook group page and I commented the second I saw Janine's post go up, and I am number 41 on her new custom order list. So I'm super excited about that. My guesstimate is that she'll probably get to me around early summer. So there's definitely some time because she's still finishing up the last custom order list. But because I was already melting some Glitterati, I went ahead and grabbed a few more chunks out of my Glitterati drawers and decided to go ahead and keep melting her stuff for a little bit longer, just to kind of start seeing if there were some scents I really love that I would want to order. And of course I'll be melting more Glitterati throughout the coming months, but I want to go ahead and melt a little bit more now and then bring you this review. So I'm going to go ahead and finish and actually show you items that are finished, that I've emptied. Everything in front of you is, these aren't empties, so the empties are sitting in a little pile off to the side here. But this first one was a sample that I got in a mystery box. This is Violet Vanilla Bean Noel Toasted Marshmallow. This is really good. I love the violet scent. I actually think I'm going to try and get this with a sugar cookie and maybe Vanilla Bean Noel or something like that. But I really love violet. It actually is a pretty soft floral, and then mixed with kind of the creamy scents, it actually makes it just a beautiful scent. So I really enjoyed it. And even though her samples, she doesn't really give samples anymore though with mystery boxes, but the samples are these tiny little squares that can't be more than 0.7 or 0.8 ounces, always have an excellent throw. And this is, you can see the date is from August last year. This next one, this is actually from the mystery box I just hauled a couple weeks ago. This is Raspberry Pomegranate Peach. I really love this scent. What I ended up doing is chunking up this whole, like cutting up this whole chunk, and I think I split it amongst like 4 or 5 warmers at the same time. It was too much for my apartment. My place is like 1,100 square feet, so it's not really huge. It's all on one floor, and this was way too much to melt at one time. It was just really strong. I love the scent. It was a great kind of sweet, kind of tart, very fruity scent. You definitely picked up a lot of the peach and the sweetness from the pomegranate and kind of the tartness from the raspberry, so I absolutely loved it. But I should have only melted like a half of it at a time, because her stuff is just strong and you get a great throw, I find, especially from her fruity scents or any of her kind of clean or fresh or floral scents. You get really excellent throw. And so I love the scent. I definitely think I'd probably try to get some, maybe a couple chunks when my name comes up on the custom list. The next one I melted, and I love this one, is Pink Chiffon, Blue Cotton Candy, and Mac Apple. And this just is such a fresh, kind of slightly sweet, florally, really pretty scent. Like the Pink Chiffon adds this like feminine kind of floral scent to it, but then you get the like fresh kind of sweet Mac Apple, and that Blue Cotton Candy just really sweetens it up. I love this blend. This is definitely going on my list for customs, and I probably will get a full blossom bag. That's what it's called. I'm mixing up my vendors. I'll probably get a full like chunk bag, like one of these that you get 4 chunks in it. So it was an awesome scent and performed really well. This next one I fell in love with, Creamy Strawberry Lemon. And this is actually from when I got my custom order back in 2014. I don't remember if this was something I ordered or this was a sample I got with my order. My guess is it was probably a sample I got with my order, but this scent is amazing. This scent kind of really put me back on the bandwagon of getting lemon scents. But what I've found is I really love kind of sweet and creamy lemon. that has an authentic kind of lemon scent, but that's creamy and sweet. And so I absolutely love this blend. And one of the things I checked in the Glitterati page was what she puts in here to make it so creamy, because I was really wanting to order like a creamy lemon scent, and she said I could order just creamy lemon and she'd be able to make it for me. So I was super stoked about that. So I'm actually probably going to get a full bag of creamy strawberry lemon plus a full bag of creamy lemon, because if you love kind of that like sweet and creamy but fruity scents, oh my gosh, this one was really, really good. It performed really well. I do think I melted only half of this at a time. I learned my lesson and didn't melt the whole thing, because definitely this is one of those scents that was nice and strong but sweet and delicious. Another one that I love is County Fair. This is, oh, let me see, let me find the scent blend, because I want to say I don't think that there's an apple scent in this. Sorry, one second. I do have her scent list up here. So it's cotton candy, funnel cake, ice cream, and donuts. So there's no apple scent in this, and I absolutely love it. It's actually quite strong for something you would consider kind of a bakery scent. It's kind of a sweet dessert kind of bakery scent. I love, love, love this scent. This is one that I don't think I discovered it until after my custom order. Oh, I think I got it a sample in my custom order last year, or maybe I only ordered one chunk. I think I actually might have ordered 1 or 2 chunks in my custom order last time, because I wasn't sure if I'd like it. I love it, so this is definitely big bag worthy. And it performed really, really well. Orange Julius. This is another one from my custom order, and this is a fantastic, sweet, creamy orange. It's an authentic orange, but it is sweet and creamy and not fresh at all. I love this. This is a great scent on its own, and it's great to do with blends. So this is something like I would recommend blending with strawberry or pretty much any other fruit that you would want to blend it with, because it's absolutely amazing. This performed really well. It just filled up my whole place. This is one that I got, I believe this was a sample that I got in my last custom order. This is, and when you do custom orders, especially if you're doing a large order, I think she gives like whole chunks of samples. If you go back to November, December 2014 to my videos, you'll find my custom order. I think I did it in like 2 or 3 videos. It was quite a large haul, but I did get quite a few like kind of freebies, I guess I would call it, because they're not really samples, of several chunks. And this I know definitely was one of them, because it was one I would have never blended on my own. But salty coconut, I'm not sure what makes the salty note in there. I know on her scent list right now she does have a toasted coconut cream. So this is one I'm going to have to ask her if she can still do this blend, because it's salty coconut, pink sugar, toasted marshmallow, mandarin peach. This scent was beautiful. Like you could definitely pick up a little bit of like the mandarin peach a little bit, but it wasn't overly like mandarin or peach. And then with that toasted marshmallow, the pink sugar, the salty coconut, it was kind of like this beautiful tropical scent is what it was. It kind of had undertones of kind of fresh, kind of floral, kind of, you know, sweet and then fruity, and it was just an amazing blend. It kind of reminded me of a candle you would get from Bath and Body Works that has a lot of different notes in it. So although you can pick up hints of certain scents, overall it just blends so well together. It kind of gives it a complex type scent, and that's kind of what this one reminded me of, and I absolutely loved it. Again, excellent throw. Okay, and one of my new favorites, and I did not know I was going to love this one as much as I did, bubblegum cookies. This is from a mystery box that I got back in August, and I really have not been melting bubblegum scents like ever. I feel like on cold, they don't really do that much for me. I'm not really that impressed, but I kept seeing people in her group commenting on this blend and saying how much they loved it. So I was like, I need to get my chunk and melt it, because if I miss out on something and I end up loving this scent when I do my custom order, I need to know. I fell in love with the scent. It was amazing. This is another one that I took the whole thing and split it amongst like 4 or 5 warmers at one time, and it was so ridiculously strong. I really loved it and I enjoyed it, but it's definitely one that you can get away with like doing like a quarter at a time or only a half and splitting that amongst a couple warmers. You do not need to do the whole thing, because this the sucker was strong and it was amazing. So if you love bubblegum scents, definitely bubblegum cookies is amazing. Love Shack. Okay, this is one I have to look up what is in this. So if you'll give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, this is peaches and cream, wild berry, and sugar cookie. And I actually think, I can't smell it that much anymore. I think it might smell like wild berry mousse. I can't remember. But that peaches and cream scent mixed with kind of that heavier, fruity wild berry scent with the sweetness of the sugar cookie. Such a great blend. This is an absolutely great blend. Let's see, it is for my custom order, but I think I might have only gotten like 1 or 2 chunks of it, but this is definitely big bag worthy. I love this scent, so this is one I will definitely get again. It again had an excellent throw, and I think I melted it like 2 or 3 different times by cutting up the chunk. And the last of the empties from this is Buttermint Vanilla Bean Noel. The sticker came off, but I'm guessing this is probably from the time I did my customs as well. This is a really good scent, but if you like kind of really subdued minty scents, I think this would be a good one for you. Personally, I love a minty scent that is a lot more hit you in the face, and so the buttermint is a lot more subtle, then mixed with the Vanilla Bean Noel just makes it even more sweet, more creamy, and kind of subdues the mint even more. So personally, for me, I'm gonna pick peppermint blends because I just really love the more kick you in the face mints. But if you like more of a subtle mint, this is something I'd recommend. So I could smell this, but I wanted a little bit more. So to me, this just wasn't strong enough for me. And like, I feel like it threw, but it was just more of kind of a creamy scent with a little bit of a mint. And I really want more mint in it. So those are all my empty bags. And let me go ahead and I guess go into this stuff. So this is stuff that I melted a partial chunk of, but just did not finish the whole thing because I finally learned my lesson that I should not be melting an entire chunk at a time. But this is Red Hot Orange Julius Vanilla Bean Noel. And this literally smells kind of like your red hot cinnamon, like the candied cinnamon. This is such a great blend. This is one I know people have talked about for a long time. And I think this, again, my sticker fell off for the time of it, for when I got it, but I think it probably was a chunk I ordered with my custom order last time. And it is a really great scent, and because it's the candied cinnamon, I actually really enjoyed it with that Orange Julius. Again, that creamy sweet orange scent, and that Vanilla Bean Noel just kind of adds that extra richness to the scent. This is really good. I'm not sure, because it is cinnamon and I'm not like a huge fan of cinnamon, I may get like another chunk or something of this, but it would kind of fall probably to the bottom of my list, mostly just because of scent preference. So, but if that sweet cinnamon scent is something that you really enjoy, then you should definitely check out this blend. And the performance on this was fantastic. This next one, Holiday, I remember when I hauled this from getting it in my mystery box and being surprised by the scent description, because based on the name Holiday, I would expect it to be some kind of a like, I think of holiday as like Christmas and winter. I don't know why, but holiday, which the term is used like in Europe and Australia. I don't know if they use it that way in Canada, but it's kind of termed for being on vacation. So the scent blend for this is toasted coconut, orange soda, and cotton candy. So although it says her scent list is holiday 80s. So I'm not really sure where she got the name. So now I'm kind of thinking this is more holiday like being on vacation rather than holiday like Christmas, because it is kind of a tropical-y scent. So I'm going to sniff this one again. Yeah, because you definitely get the orange soda. To me, there's no fizzy note in this, but you kind of get that coconut scent and then that kind of sweet orange, kind of candy-like orange, and then the cotton candy in it just kind of sweetens it up. So it's good. It's probably not like one of my favorites, but it is a good scent. If that sounds like something that you would enjoy, you'd probably enjoy this. Strawberry Punch Bread. I could not find this on her scent list. I don't remember finding it. Let me see really quickly if I can find it. Strawberry. Oh, there it is. So it's strawberries, serendipity, toasted marshmallow, and bakery. Okay, so the weird thing is, maybe it's a toasted marshmallow in the bakery. Something about this blend I did not like. I like it on cold. but when I melted it, there was something about it it wasn't for me. And I feel like I love strawberry and I'm really liking serendipity again. So I'm wondering if it was just whatever bakery note was in here or the toasted marshmallow note just wasn't blending right to me, because when I was melting it I was kind of like, not quite what I expected. So it threw well, but just the scent preference for me is not something I would like. I do think it's true to its name. I think maybe it's the punch scent. To me, I think it does remind me like of a fruit punch, although fruit punch is not in it. It did remind me too much of a fruit punch, and I don't care for a fruit punch. And the mixing like a fruit punch with a bakery, it was an odd scent blend for me. So just not a set preference, but it performed well. But if you like fruit punch with bakery, you'll probably like that one. Tropical pistachio. Let's see if, okay, she doesn't list the notes of this one. It just says tropical pistachio. I am enjoying pistachio scents if they do not have too heavy of a cherry note on them. There are some out there that are more of the almondy bakery type scent, and then there's some that I find have leaned more towards the cherry dominant type scent. And I feel like cherry and almond sometimes tend to smell a lot alike, but I think my nose is starting to pick up on the nuances between the two. And for this, whatever, I don't know if it comes from the tropical part or it's just her pistachio, and I'm not sure if it's a pistachio pudding cake scent or just a straight up pistachio, but this one was just too heavy on the cherry for me. It was nice and strong, but there was too much cherry, and I'm just not a huge fan of heavy cherry scents. So this is one I'll probably finish melting, maybe, or I might just give the rest of this away, because you can see there's a pretty big chunk in here still. Oh, and this is from my custom order as well. But it also is one I'll probably potentially put into a bag to give away to a new home, just because there's probably other people that will enjoy it more than me. So the performance on this was great. If you like the cherry, like heavy cherry scents with your pistachio, this would be one that would be up your alley. Just not my cup of tea. Frosted lavender shortbread. And I love lavender scents. This is another one though, I feel like the lavender is a little too subdued. And I believe this is from my custom order. At the time that I ordered this blend or this chunk, which I know is one that was popular at the time, a lot of people recommended, I think the only lavender she had was lavender, cucumber, sage. So that was the only lavender she would use with her lavender blends. And so although I like the scent a little bit, I don't love it. She does now carry a straight up lavender on her scent list. So I don't know if you order this now, if she uses her straight up lavender or if she still uses the lavender, cucumber, sage. But this is one that I do want to get some lavender scents from her, but I'm probably not going to get this particular blend just because I feel like I don't get enough of that lavender scent. I do like my lavenders to be kind of like an herbal lavender that gets sweetened up by what it's blended with, and I just don't feel like I got enough of that from this one. So I liked it. This was like probably a good medium high as far as scent throw or scent strength, I should say, because I feel like all of her wax throws, it's just some seems to be stronger than others as far as the overall scent. So it's not one of my favorites. I do feel like there are other lavender blends I would like to try from her, from just doing my own blending when I do my custom order. So this would fall to the bottom of the list, or I probably wouldn't get it at all. So here's the lavender, cucumber, sage, and although I like this scent, it's just, of course, more of kind of like a fresh, clean lavender versus like an herbal, relaxing lavender. So again, it's good, but it's one of those that I just find that I don't really want to melt it in the bedroom. I want to melt it maybe in the bathroom or the kitchen instead. And for me, the lavender scents I get, I really want to be ones that I'll melt in the bedroom. That's where I love to melt lavender. So again, this comes down to a scent preference for me. I think I'm going to choose some other lavenders when I do my custom order. But again, throw was great. And this is back from my custom order, my last one. Orange lace cake. Okay, so I need to find the description on this. So this is, it just says refreshing, if I can talk, refreshing but airy orange bakery scent. Okay, so that's all it says is orange bakery, basically. It does not give the specific notes. Yeah, but it's really good. It is kind of like a fresh but sweet orange scent. It does remind me a lot of the Orange Julius, but there's like a little extra something in there, and maybe it's a little bit like fresher than Orange Julius. So this is a really good scent. This is one that a lot of people rave about and really enjoy. This is one I may put on my list. I'll kind of have to see how many blends I have. My running list that I have right now for my custom order is quite long. So this is again one, I enjoyed it. I didn't really necessarily like love it. So I'll have to see where things fall out. And I'm going to put this on my list as a maybe. Lemon basil flower. I don't have a sticker on it, so I don't remember if this is maybe one I got in my last custom order, or maybe from an older mystery box and the date fell off. This one surprised me because on cold, this smelled like such a fresh scent. I didn't think I would like it. And because I tend not to like really fresh type scents. However, when this was melting, I actually really enjoyed it. So this is another one that I definitely am going to put on my list to get with my custom order. I probably won't get a full bag because I just don't know that I would melt it that often, because this is a scent that I will definitely do in either my kitchen or my bathroom. But I think I would like to get a couple chunks just because I really enjoyed the scent, and it is something that kind of cleans out the air and gives you that fresh scent. Would be great for if you cooked like a heavy dish or something that has a strong odor. I cook a lot of seafood, although my place doesn't smell like seafood, but except when I'm cooking. But if you're cooking something that has a strong scent, this is something that would be definitely like clear out the air once you're done cooking. So a great scent, great throw. And the last of the little individual bags is Pretty in Pink. And this one is, I need to find the scent description. There it goes. Pink sugar, watermelon, and key lime pie. So this one, I don't remember. Yeah, okay, so it's the key lime pie. I was gonna say, I don't remember smelling the watermelon. I feel like this, I'm not a huge key lime pie person. I feel like that's a scent you either love or, I don't know if you either love or hate, or you just love it or you're like, meh. So I think I'm more in the meh category. It's one of those scents I just don't know that I'll ever seek out. So I liked it, but I feel like the key lime pie has a pretty heavy bakery note in it. And then I'm just not a huge lime person. So again, although this had good performance, it's not a scent blend that I'm going to generally pick up and go for. So people rave about this scent though. So if you are someone who likes key lime scents, this would be a great blend for you. This is one that's on her scent list. So again, it performs well. It's a really pretty chunk with the green and the pink. Just not my preference for scent. All right, so the bags that I melted, I don't think I grabbed any more bags, did I? I don't remember, but these are all from my custom order that I placed. And this first one is in the pink. And in the pink is, and I have to find it again really quickly. It's pink sugar, strawberry, and waffle cone. So this is a really good one. I think I've only melted it once since I did this. Yeah, this is really good. You definitely get the pink sugar, and you get her strawberry. Her fresh strawberry is kind of like a nice tart, sweet strawberry. I really love it. And then the waffle cone, I don't know that I got a lot of the waffle cone when I was melting this one. You maybe get kind of a little bit of a bakery note with it, but it is a really good blend. If you love strawberry and pink sugar, this is definitely one I would recommend. So, and it had great performance. This next one, oh my gosh, this one, I loved it. Rosemary, mint, peppermint, and pink sugar. So now technically rosemary mint is not on her scent list anymore, but when I melted a chunk of this, you can't really tell, but this is, I did cut a slice off of that, and I melted it at night. I posted this in her group that I was melting it, and someone was like, you have rosemary mint? I didn't see it on the scent list. And she said she does not carry it, but she can add it to her stock for people on their custom order list if their name is coming up and you want to request it, because it is one that her oil supplier does carry. So this is an amazing blend. On cold, I feel like this is one that definitely smells way better when melted than on cold. On cold, it smells, I think, really strong on like the peppermint, but then when you melt it, you really get that rosemary mint and the pink sugar comes out, and it's excellent. So if that's kind of like a scent that you like that minty kind of relaxation scent, this is a really great option for you. Now this, because I do have quite a bit of it, so depending on how much I go through before I come back up on customs will determine whether or not I get more, because yeah, if I have this much left when my name comes up, I'm not going to buy more because it's basically a full bag, you know. But if I use most of it, then I might get more. This next one is a blend that's really popular that you see from a lot of different vendors. The first time I think I ever had this blend was from, I think it was Sniff My Tarts. And I don't remember, I'm trying to remember if like it was something got in a mystery box or what, but pink chiffon, lavender, birthday cake, and marshmallow is what the blend is supposed to be. Janine only has a toasted marshmallow, or at least that's all she had at the time that I placed this order, but you don't really get the toasted note at all from this. But this is a great nighttime melt because it's soothing and relaxing, has a little bit of creaminess with that birthday cake in there, kind of has some sweetness. Again, this is one that she would have made with her lavender, what did I call it? Lavender sage, no, what was it? Oh, lavender cucumber sage. But now that she has a straight up lavender on her scent list, I think that will make these blends even better. So this is another one that I'll see where I'm at when my name comes up. I may not get this blend from her again, but I'm definitely going to be getting more lavender blends from her. This next one is amazing, and let's see, I will probably get more because I'm down to 2 squares and I love the scent so much. I'm pretty sure I will melt it again before my name comes back up on the list, or my name comes up on the custom list. So this is strawberry, birthday cake, toasted marshmallow, vanilla bean Noel, and this was amazing. When you melt it, you just get this nice, strong, kind of sweet, kind of tart strawberry with all this sweet bakery goodness. This is just an amazing blend. That strawberry really stands out in there, and I find her strawberry tends to really pick up more when you're melting it compared to how it smells on cold. So I really, really love it. This is definitely something I would get again. The performance was great. I sometimes have a little bit of hit and miss performance with some of her more heavy bakery blends, but this one I did not have that issue with. And I think they're just not as strong as I would like them to be, but this one was really strong, really good. I think I melted one whole chunk. I split it amongst several warmers and it filled up my place. And this is one of those that I could do the whole chunk because it wasn't so strong that it was like choking me out of my place, but it was nice and strong that I could smell it and I really enjoyed it. Eucalyptus and spearmint. So this is one I think I hesitated melting because on cold, it was just way heavier on the eucalyptus, and her eucalyptus tends to have a very cologne-y, kind of manly cologne-y scent, particularly on cold, and I wasn't really picking up the spearmint scent on cold. But when I melted this, oh my gosh, that spearmint really started to like come through and really helped kind of cut through the intensity of the eucalyptus, and I really enjoyed this one. So I've only melted it once, or maybe twice. I can't tell how much I cut off of that chunk, but it's definitely one I really enjoyed. I would get again if I get through more of this before my name comes up. Like if I can get it down to 1 or 2 chunks, I may get some more, but it's going to be one of those maybes just depending on how much I have left and how many scents I have on my list of items to buy. And then the last one is Honeydew Cotton Candy. This is one of her huge bags where I think you get like 20 ounces of wax because you get 8 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and so I've melted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've melted through, not all in this instance, but like almost 3 full chunks from this bag. This is Honeydew Cotton Candy. I absolutely love honeydew scents. I don't melt it as often as I did when I first got into wax, but it's still a scent I really, really love, and I love blending this with other scents. Because I have such a large amount here and all of this wax is still like holding up really, really well. It hasn't lost any of its scent. I probably won't try to get any more of this. I may get some honeydew scents in blends, but I'm probably not gonna try and get more of just a straight up honeydew cotton candy because I can blend this with other things, you know, if I want to do other blends, and I have 10 here. So love this scent, nice strong performance, just a great kind of sweet honeydew scent. So I absolutely loved it. So this is kind of what I melted from Glitterati the past couple weeks, and just kind of my general overall like opinion on Glitterati. It's absolutely amazing wax. I would say like 95%, if not more, of the stuff I've gotten from her has had excellent scent throw, has performed really well, and I really enjoy it. There's of course a handful of blends here and there that just aren't for me, but that's all based on, you know, scent preference. It's not based anything against her wax. And the fact that so much of the stuff is from my custom order that I placed back in November of 2014. You're talking about almost a year and a half now, and I noticed no difference in scent throw at all or the strength of the wax. To me, it has not lost any of its scent, even the ones that are in these little bags, you know. They're still just as strong as they were on day one. So that is absolutely amazing that they hold up well. And so I know when my name comes up for the custom order list, I can place a large order and not have to worry about it going bad. And I do try to keep my wax stored, you know, well. Like I don't have it in really, really hot temperatures. And it's all in my bedroom and in like shelving units and stuff. But, you know, so you do need to be careful about how you store it. And I'm making sure I keep it in the original packaging. But it has held up really, really well. So I am really excited about this wax. This is definitely a vendor that I would recommend to anyone. The biggest issue you're going to have is the fact that it's just really hard to get on, to really get any of it. She has a custom order list and a mystery box list. Both of those she just recently opened and are now closed. And basically, on her estimate, she does not think those will open until 2017. And we're only going into now March. Tomorrow is March 1st of 2016. So the way that you can get it is from D-Stashes. And it's hard to find in D-Stashes as well. And then she does occasional flash sales in her group. So if you really would like to try some, the best thing to do at this point is to join her group and watch out for those flash sales. When she does flash sale lots, she usually lists anywhere from like 25 to 35 different lots. So, and then she only lets people win one lot. So if you enter on all of them, once your name gets pulled on one, if it comes up again on a second lot, she redraws a new name so that there will be individual unique winners for each lot. So that's pretty cool. So that does give people a chance to order. And I think that's it. If you have any other questions about this vendor, go ahead and post them below, and I will try to get answers for you as quickly as possible. And I will be back actually with another video. I am going to continue this trend of picking one vendor to then melt through their wax and come back and report to you on just that vendor. It doesn't mean that I'm not melting other things at the same time. Like the last couple days I have been melting kind of other stuff. But for the most part, I will be melting just the one vendor that I pick, so I can really get through a lot of their wax and give you a very detailed review of that vendor. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will talk to you later. Bye.